Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Communist Canada playthrough with Hearts of Iron 4. It's been like a month, almost, since the last session, so we gotta take a second and like remember what's going on here. But we are in June of 1939. Things have surprisingly not heated up nearly as much as you'd think they were. The world tension right now is only 41%, with 21% the highest amount generated by the German Reich, who usually causes the biggest problems. Although early game, I believe it's Japan that causes the earliest world tension because their war with China. So I want to see every war going on right now. So if we go current wars, the only war in the world right now is the Japanese-Chinese war, of which the Japanese is winning. They pretty much always do. Yeah, they've already got some mainland China, and I'm sure they'll start mopping things up. Oh hey, this land isn't all just like unoccupied anymore like it used to be. That was always the weirdest shit. So we're gonna have to try and take a second here to remember exactly what we're doing here. So let's recap everything. Research, formation, flying, concentrated, industry 3, and construction 3. Yeah, because I tend to focus very heavily on industry. It's a generally agreed thing that industry focus early on is very valuable. Now, we're still in the Great Depression. We've already switched to the Communist Party of Canada, which was our goal because everyone voted on Canada and Communist. So that's what we went. We do have some problems, though. We have the conscription crisis amongst French Canadians, which really hurts our amount of people who can conscript, and we have no manpower right now, so we need to fix that. Unfortunately, I don't think we can progress on that until we're in a war. We're also in the Great Depression. Are those all the negative things? Yeah, those are negative things is conscription crisis amongst French Canadians and Great Depression. We're volunteer only, which I really want to go limited conscription, but we are not committed to the war yet. So we're doing the Fund the National Research Council, which gives us a research slot, which is always valuable. And the fix to the Great Depression for Canada is, I believe it's right here? So, okay, so commit to war increases our recruitable population, which is immediately useful, gives us more manpower, and it also allows us to go from volunteer force to limited conscription to get even more. Have you seen Fascist Canada Leader? No, I have not. But this sends us down the line of sending the zombies, which is even more recruitable population by an enormous amount. And I believe to get rid of the... Yeah, to get rid of the recruitable population problem we have, we need to compromise with Quebec. That'll get rid of that. Thanks for following Ashish Voletti. If I got that right or wrong, let me know in the comments. Might not want to stream Payday 2 for a while since most mods don't work after the reset. It's fine, I'm not really into the mods anyway. Okay. So to get rid of the Great Depression, though, which is obviously what we want to do, I'm trying to remember exactly what gets rid of the Great Depression. I've actually forgotten now. It is one of these focuses, though. Commit to the war. I believe it's here? No. It's an industrial thing, isn't it? War-fueled economy? Removes Great Depression. Okay, so we need to get to the war-fueled economy to get rid of the Great Depression, which would very much help us. If you didn't notice, the Great Depression really jackhammers the United States and Canada. Factory output and dockyard output down 20%, and consumer goods factories at 10%. So our factories are way more productive once we get rid of the Great Depression. And that'll mean we're pumping out small arms like crazy, and anything else that we're producing, really. So, yeah. One of my friends tried to charm his way to a Canadian girl's heart by saying the following: I'm now convinced that all Canadians are made of maple syrup. He was extremely drunk. He thought that would work? Jesus. I should probably bring somebody in as chat liaison. I'll message Mandy and see if she's free. Sorry, I forgot the chat is usually pretty hectic on these streams. So let me just do Mandy. And then, hey, free at all. There we go. And I will check in on that later. So, the path to get there, we already have the Fund the National Research Council going, which is going to be nice. I wish I could have gotten it a lot earlier, but again, I was stupid. I should have declared a war really early, Because just someone, like, a war that didn't matter against someone way off in the distance. Because having a war early on allows you to drastically speed up your path down here. Trying to donate, but getting this error page now at the PayPal window. Can't process your payment right now, so please try again later. Sorry if the That's strange. I guess just try again later. Right, so I need to work my way down there. So, Coal Town. Oh, right. But this needs national... No, it doesn't need that. So there's the big weakness. To get rid of the Great Depression, we need to not go down this path. I think this path is more valuable to me because the manpower is the bigger issue. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Unless there's another way to get rid of the Great Depression, which there might be. Let me know in the comments or the live chat if there is. So right now, pretty much what we're doing is just trying to build up our military a little bit, which pretty much halted when we ran out of manpower. So I think it's just a lot more of running the clock right now. Alright, let's just keep running the clock then. We're at the fastest speed. German Reich claims Memel. Oh, in Lithuania. So they have a ultimatum on Lithuania. Yeah, we're not historical focused, so weird shit's gonna happen. Steal the American Declaration of Independence. That'll definitely ingratiate me to America. So we are trying to make our own faction because that was requested. However, that is going to be very difficult. Because we need Defense Scheme 2 to get to Canada United, which allows us to create our own faction. And a requirement for this is the United States is at war with Japan. So, that might be a little wild. We don't even know what's going to happen. It's not historical focus. Those two might not go to war. So, it'll be strange. Get rid of the Great Depression. You need to issue mandatory great antidepressants. Good idea. Give Canada a hug. I could, like, hug the floor. I'm Canadian. Can never have too much manpower. That is true. So, again, we're just running the clock right now. So, what's Germany up to? Danziger War. Okay. They're going Danziger War. That's likely going to result in a war between Poland and the German Reich. Poland are currently... Oh, they created their own faction. Right. Okay, they made their own... Oh, no, they joined the Allies. Okay, no, I was reading this instead of this because I'm stupid. So they can create their own faction and easily get the Baltic in with them. But, no, it looks like they joined the Allies. However, France did not. In fact, France recently flipped to communism, which is really going to make things weird. France went communist. They're currently in no faction. They might join up with the Soviet Union. If they hold off long enough, they might actually join up with me, but they're much more likely to join up with the Soviet Union. Oh, hey, Bob. Yeah, Wolfden in the chat is Bob. We were all watching your Twitter. Your Twitter's amazing. Your Twitter is like my homepage for Twitter. It's great. That's why I'm so quick to like your tweets. Anyway, so we're not historical focused. We are communist Canada. World War II is likely about to break out because Germany is about to make their ultimatum on Poland. France went communist. Poland joined the Allies early. We don't have the Little Entente, do we? Oh, we do have the Czech Entente. Okay, so Yugoslavia. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Yugoslavia. Right, because Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore. The Czech Republic got annexed. So there's just Slovakia, which made the faction. So Yugoslavia is the only people left in it. So they're their own small entente. So some of these people might join together, but it's entirely possible Yugoslavia is in its own Allies and Axis-like faction by itself and is going to get jackhammered by the German Reich. Are they? They're non-aligned. Okay, so at least they're not democracy, or else they'd for sure get involved. Concentrated industry is done. That's good for our factory output. And we have a decent amount of our grand battle plan doctrine, which I don't like that doctrine, and it's really not good for us, but we started with a level of it. So for the sake of getting as much done as we could before wars broke out, we went in it. Why is Paradox so good at trying to empty your walls games because I'm fucking amazing? It's a little hard to learn, but it's very fun. I really like this game. I love alternate history stuff. Wolf 20k, oh, you're freaking out, Wolf 20k. Yeah, people have gotten you two mixed up on Twitter before. Do you remember that one time, Bob, that you got a tweet from one of my viewers who's tweeting at you like you were in a stream with us and he was very confused? That's Wolf 20ko. He plays Friday 13th with us on Saturdays. In fact, if you get that game on PC, play it with us. It's really damn good. Okay, I kind of want computing machines, but it's got a head of time penalty. I could just get the radio for Reinforcer, right? Which wouldn't do much now, but, you know. We already have our airfield stuff going in. I'm gonna ignore Navy for now, because we do not have the ability to really do anything substantial there. I could just immediately try and get a better artillery. Oh, we are so bad at everything right now. Canada's not a powerful country in the Great Depression, believe it or not. So I'm gonna just get a real quick research on some better artillery. And what are our production lines right now? We are creating artillery. We have a little bit of closed air support being made. We have heavy fighters being made, although we have an oil crisis and a rubber crisis. Oh, the world's gonna get real wacky. Everything's about to fucking go down. I don't think Poland is gonna agree to hand over Danzig. And if they don't agree, then war breaks out between the countries. Poland will get an ultimatum. Either they hand over Danzig or they go to war with the German Reich. And I can tell you right now, like, if we look at details here, 108 to 175 divisions of soldiers. So they have like over 100,000 soldiers on the ground. Almost 100 factories too. About 20 factories and probably about 100 less divisions. Poland will not win that war if they go to war. All right, we're done creating or funding the National Research Council, so we have another research slot, which we desperately need because we're so behind on research. So what can we get? We can get an automatic 2 free synthesis or synthetic refineries. That would get us rubber and oil. We really want that because that would get us making those planes at proper speed because we're having shortages. Lord and Savior heavy tanks. I don't know if I can pull off a good heavy tank army right now. Maybe if I'm on good terms with Turkey and Greece, because that's where most of the tungsten is. Okay, Maritime Colonial Railway. I don't give a shit about Northern Canadian infrastructure. That is not going to do me any good. You get to know that people thought I was somebody mildly more popular than you. Hey, you're surprisingly well known in the community. You very quickly became very well known in the community just because you talk on Discord and you show up to the streams. That's how easy it is to get known in the community. Alberta coal towns would also be nice. It would just give us 3 free civilian factories so we can build more factories faster. Nothing in here gets rid of the Great Depression, right? Yeah. Okay. So it's seeming like the only way to get rid of the Great Depression is to go more into industry, but I need the recruitable population for war. We're a communist nation after all. We need to throw as many lives away as worthlessly as we can. You voted for communism, I'm bringing you communism. Alright, yeah, we already went separation. We've already left the Allies. We're independent. I could go into my Air Force a little bit more. We're a little bit limited in what we can do right now. A motorized army would give us a one-time 50% research boost to any of the specialized troops. That is nice. Have I ever played the mod for What If Germany Won World War I? No. I've not played any mods for this. I gotta get the oil. Alright, and we have an extra research slot, which I am very happy about. I'm increasing my infantry, making my infantry better, because our infantry, not only do we have very little of it, but they're not very effective. So we need to modernize them, make sure that they're as good as our competition. You should play it. I'm not that into mods. As a Canadian, Nunavut is the least profitable territory we have in the Northwest Territories, and the Yukon is much more profitable. Nunavut is an ice island and native tribes. That is correct. Where do you come from, nitrous oxide, in Canada? I actually am unaware. Okay. Oh, did they just agree to give up Danzig? Ultimatum. Decide to comply with every demand rather than face war in the hopes, that the loss of Danzig, Poland will be safe from further German territorial ambitions. The situation remains tense, however. It is telling that Polish borders forces have not yet received the order to stand down. It's clear that democracies in Europe are incapable of stopping the fascist menace. Wow. I didn't think that was going to happen. Poland gave up Danzig to the German Reich. All right, that's a big chunk of land that they just gave up. What's Germany going for next? Oh, man. They're going after France? Yeah. Yep, they're trying to go around the God, it's not Maginot Line, because it's a fucking French word. I forget how it's pronounced. I'm a bad Canadian. They're trying to go around the fortified border between Germany and France by getting a war go on Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg to conquer through them. But France didn't ally with the Allied powers. They're not going to have any backup unless the Soviet Union... Okay. Shit might be about to go down. They're going to declare Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg on the way to getting to France. They're democratic. They're going to emergency ally with the United Kingdom. They'll bring the allies into the war. And then if Germany decides to also declare on France, France is likely going to emergency decide to join the Soviet Union and the Comintern. That'll make all of the allies and the communists, either than me, at war with the fascists of the German Reich. Did Italy join the Axis? Italy has not joined anyone yet. Now, is Italy able to make their own faction right now? Because I know in alternate history, they can make their own fascist faction. They have not gone down any of the African stuff. Holy shit. They've gone entirely Navy? They've gone almost all industry and Navy. I don't know what the fuck Italy's doing, so they might not join the war. I don't know if Japan will. Germany might be fucked if they decide to go through with this war. They might have every communist and democratic nation against them and no backup. Ooh. Yes, that is what that's called, Alex G. I just don't remember how to pronounce it. Because I'm horrible at French. Yeah, Poland gave up Danzig. Italy mass-producing white flags. Yeah, fucking apparently. They're all into industry and navy. Like, I get it, they're a maritime power, but, like... Look, your navy's just not going to compete with the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom Navy in this game is ridiculous. Alright, well, we got fighting formations. Let's go straight into hunt and destroy for better air support mission effectiveness, because our air force is actually going to be very valuable to us. Because it doesn't require as much manpower to be useful, so we're actually really going into aviation in Canada. You totally see Poland giving up their entire coastline. They might. If asked, I think they would at this point, because I don't think they want to get between Germany and Lithuania. Okay, we could just develop the Matilda, which is an English tank, but I don't think we could really get tank crews going. I don't think we have the industry to get tank crews going en masse. I think I just want to start getting into, yeah, the Lewis machine gun and the 2-inch mortar. Keep making my infantry more effective. As much as I'd love to boost up the recon teams, because that is surprisingly valuable, people undervaluate that. First of all, outdated equipment. Let's immediately switch to producing the higher quality artillery. So we're switching out. It'll take a little while to catch up speed because the factories need to switch over, but we're going to make a higher quality of artillery, which will keep us effective against enemy infantry because it's got a high soft attack. National unity is high, so you'd need to conquer a lot of our major cities for us to lose. Mandy's not messaged back yet. Okay. Alright, we're taking a minute here to remember what we're doing here. We're building military factories in St. Lawrence and Southern Ontario. Okay, that's pretty much what I expected. Trade, yeah. Trade could be going better. How many free factories do we have building? 5? That's not much. This Great Depression is really fucking us. If we were conquering right now, it wouldn't be so much of a problem because we'd have foreign factories. Maginot? See, that sounds accurate because with French, you just ignore the... You just kind of do an O and forget the entire second half of words half the time. It's kind of ridiculous. God, I can only force 2 of these out, and they'd be rookies. Because I do not have a recruitable population. I have a shitload of political power that I have no real use for. This is brutal. Okay. Let's think. So we have to have commit to war, but we need to be in a war for that to happen. Who could we declare a war on that wouldn't immediately join a faction and pull us into a war? I need an excuse to be in a war with someone that no one likes. Okay. Let's say the whole world declares war on Germany. I would totally declare war on Germany. Because I just need to be in a war. Because if I'm in a war, I can start committing to the war. And that starts getting me the recruitable population I need to get the army building up again. Oops. And... Okay, I do want to power up my artillery. So we'll just get that preemptively, because we need to make the most of our artillery. Heavy tanks are the way to go as Canada, is you don't make tank divisions. You just add them to your template. Each division would need 24 heavy tanks. God, am I going to be able to make that much? Yeah, this is Communist Canada. We're likely about to get a lot of fucking world wars. Because Poland just gave up Danzig. France is communist. We got a lot of weird shit going on. And Germany has not yet set their next national focus, so I don't know what they're doing right now. Air superiority, air safety, we got a lot of hard decisions to make. I could just get a tank designer and start getting new tanks right now. You know what? Let's do it. Declare war on Mandy just to be in a war. I'll have you know, Mandy's first name is spelled with an I, not a Y. Yeah, we could just get the Vickers. You know what? Fuck it. We just got that extra research slot. German pressure towards Benelux? Oh god. Oh right, yeah. Weren't they? Oh, they stopped. They've declared war. Okay, they just finished it. They have just declared war on Belgium and Netherlands, probably about to declare war on Luxembourg, and they are doing the focus to get a war with France going, which will likely bring the Soviet Union in. Because I think they'll emergency ally. Yeah, Luxembourg joined the Allies. All right. Okay, the world is... Yeah, World War II has just started. Yeah, they're all joining the Allies as they die. That's going to bring the United Kingdom into the war. If we do the German-Dutch war, yeah, they're likely asking for United Kingdom to join, and they're likely going to. Netherlands joined the Allies. The declaration could be any day. You can see the game speed slowing down as all the troops move. Now, we can't see the troops, we just know that general battles are going on, but we don't have intel. We're so far away. Yeah, fighting a defensive war. Yep. Okay, World War II has begun between the Allies and the Axis. No one's joined the Axis yet, though, right? It's just Slovakia and Germany are the only members, right? Because they puppeted Slovakia. It's a puppet state of Germany. And, okay, Luxembourg and Belgium, Netherlands, they're all almost dead already. They're getting trampled. I don't know if England's... Okay, they're starting to hold back. Maybe England might have just sent in some support, but they're still getting pushed back. And they're still going for war with France. They're going Royal Ordnance Factories. Way too late. France is going for a fucking navy focus because they're goddamn idiots. Italy, submarine effort because they're idiots. Nationalist Spain. So we have fascist Spain. Yeah, Netherlands and Belgium are fucked. Luxembourg was entirely conquered in like a day because Luxembourg is so tiny. Germany... Oh, Poland got pulled into it too because of that. So Germany's doing a two-front war. They're also fighting Poland. It looks like they're beating Poland as well. They're about to open up a big border with the Soviet Union, and they're going to have a really big two-front war because France isn't weak. Belgium capitulated. Yeah, France isn't weak. France is actually comparable to Germany right now. I don't know how they are tech-wise, but their armies are actually relatively the same size. And the Soviet Union has a way bigger army than Germany right now. Germany doesn't win if they go to war with the communists. Okay, Polymer Corporation is done. Synthetic oils experiments automatically got completed as a research alongside it. Uranium mining would give us 2 research bonuses towards nuclear technology, which we will get in the future. That is actually a good tech. But we just got some of our own oil. Yeah, we just got some of our own rubber and oil, which is very good because we want to start making tanks soon, and it also makes it so we can get our planes at full speed, which has been a real problem. France is strong and dumb. Yep, pretty much. Sweden's totally gonna win World War II. I think they've already declared that they are going neutral on this one. Yeah, Communist France, like your navy's gonna help. Yeah, like their navy's gonna help against Germany, right? I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. What naval power are they gonna fight? Italy? But, like, they also have a border with Italy. I'm sure the troops would rather move by land, right? Never underestimate stupid people in large groups. Yep, Soviet Union. Oh, it doesn't matter how many military blunders they make. When they outnumber you by 100 divisions, what the fuck are you gonna do? I could get a bonus towards a land doctrine. That would actually be really nice. Especially because I'm not even doing a land doctrine right now. I need to get in a war soon, too. Actually, it requires all of the following, okay. So we do need this at some point anyway. So we're going to get the Red Deer training camp now. A little bit of army experience and a bonus towards the land doctrine research. But we need it at some point anyway. So let's go ahead and get that national focus out of the way now. This France, it's like, oh, actually, France has the highest win-loss ratio of any European country in the world in wars. Netherlands capitulated. The Western War is basically done until France comes in, unless England tries to do landing parties there. And Poland has no coastal territory to land in. The fall of Warsaw. Warsaw fell in Poland, so Poland's likely to capitulate soon. They've lost... Yep, they're about to lose another capital. Poland's getting eaten up fast. Germany is taking a lot of land right now. Join England's war. I don't want to fucking fight the German Reich right now. One landing party and I'm done. I'm already uneasy with the United States. Yeah, our opinion of the US is high. Their opinion of us is low. Wow, Japan's actually not doing as well as I thought they would. World tension's very high. We're already in a war economy, which I don't ever want total mobilization, so our economy's as good as it's gonna get. Poland capitulated. Alright, so they're just mopping up where the forces are left. USSR occupies eastern Poland. Okay, so they made that agreement. Alright. So they're improving the Stalin line right now. Have they already done their purge? Yeah, they're already done the Great Purge. Okay. Anti-capitalist, anti-fascist diplomacy. So they're actually keeping their eyes on the fascists. Okay. Good to know. What's Germany doing? War with France still. Radar, capital ship focus. What the fuck are you doing, France? I like how so much of this is just us watching the chaos, because Canada has nothing going for it right now. Construction 3 is done. Good, we can get those factories out faster. I need more excavation, so I'm trading less so I can have more factories working on domestic stuff. What does this do again? I believe that just makes ours better? Synthetic refinery. Oh, state level 2. Okay, yeah. I don't think it actually makes it better. We need excavation then to make the most out of the resources that we have, so we're trading away less. Yeah, that's still the optimal amount, because they come batches at 8. Alright, nothing we can do about that. Why do you have such a small army? Because Canada has almost no recruitable population by default. We have a lot of crises around that. We're not allowed to go from volunteer only to limited conscription until we have gotten rid of until we have completed commit to the war. That requires you're in a war, though. That's right here. At war is the requirement. So we gotta find an excuse to be at war with someone that's not gonna fuck us over. So that's what we're looking for right now. But once we commit to the war, 5% more recruitable population, 15% more recruitable population factor, plus an extra 1%, which is huge. We can start working our way down to compromise with Quebec, which will give us another 20% recruitable population and get rid of our weakness of a negative 30%. Our recruitable population will skyrocket once we can get in a war. So unfortunately, we have a very small army until then. We're just building up small arms enough to arm the people once the population is willing to be recruited. But until then, it looks like a war between them. Oh, they've switched to war with the USSR. You sure you want to do that, Germany? Okay, look, the USSR's minimum divisions is higher than your maximum. Are you sure you want this war? Like, okay, you can outproduce them like crazy, so I bet you the Soviet troops are way shittier than your troops, but, like, you sure you want to do this? Okay. I want to point out, Italy is still not in a faction. Libyan refineries? I don't know what they're doing. French Communism joined the Allies? What the fuck is going on? The Communist French joined the Democratic Allies rather than the Communist Comintern. What the fuck is going on? So France just joined the war, right? Italy joined the Axis. Okay. Does Germany's still going for war with the USSR. They're already at war with the Allies, including France, and they still want to have a two-front war and fight the USSR right now. Okay, what is Japan doing? They're like getting pushed back by China. Convoy protection. They haven't gone Axis leanings or found our own faction yet. Why are they holding off so long on that? China, what are you doing? You've already done all your industrial stuff, and you're starting to go towards democracy. Okay. People's Republic? You've already done all your communist shit. Okay, the world is going to shit. This is weird as fuck. Well, Germany's got Italy on their side, but, actually, Italy has a lot of troops, just not much industrial power. They got a fucking great navy, apparently. They've been focusing on the navy the whole game for some reason. Our key to success is a war on two fronts and being outnumbered by 200 divisions. I know, right? What is Germany thinking? I would stop going war with USSR right fucking now. I would go to war with USSR after you've conquered France. Because England doesn't want to get involved if they have no clear place to land. They can land in France and fight from there right now. England's got it good right now. Okay, we've improved our infantry equipment. Please immediately research. Actually, never mind. We're going to hold off and store up some days of research and put it into a land doctrine, because we're about to get the bonus for that. Declare war on the world's broke. We need a new one. I know, right? Okay, I've got to declare war on somebody, but the thing is, world tension's at 98 or 89%. No matter who I declare on, they're going to join a faction and pull me into a war. This is why I should have declared war on some minor power very early in the game. Like, I should have, like, really early in the game declared war on, like, fucking... Who would not join with anybody? I would declare war on... Who's, like, neutral? Could declare, like, Mexico immediately. Mexico's army... Actually, Mexico's army is better than mine. Declare immediately on... There you go. I declare on Guatemala immediately or something, just so I could be in a war. Actually, no. The United States... fuck. Because they declare protection on all Central and South America. Denmark. I could declare on... oh, no, they joined the Allies. Oh, I don't know who I'd declare on then. Someone that I could beat easily so I wouldn't be in a war when it rolls around to get worse. Ugh. Bhutan, declare on that. They might not join an alliance with anyone because no one knows what Bhutan is. A great strategy. I would appreciate the armor technology reduced ahead of time bonus by 100% or research bonus for light tank models, though. I still can't get defense scheme because the United States is not at war with Japan, which it may never do. Fuck, we're in a weird place right now. Nothing's immediately jumping out at me, so I'm kind of thinking Alberta coal towns, just so we can get more factories to help speed up the rate at which we're building our own military factories. Okay, so we got our 50% bonus now towards a doctrine. Do I want an infiltration or assault? I believe in general infiltration is better for foot infantry, which is what we're mostly using. So leg infantry's organization and breakthrough is really valuable to us. And getting in only 82 days is very fast. So we're getting that now. How strong is America? American rush East Coast to win if you do it right. Yeah, I know. I've conquered them as Mexico before. The thing is, Canada in modern patches is suffering from the Great Depression and recruitable population issue from the beginning. So they already have like 43 to 72 divisions. I have 16. I will not beat them. I simply would not win a war with the United States. And their national unity is actually pretty good. They've gone Pax Americana. I'm surprised they haven't gone farther into politics. They've gone Plan Orange, which means that they don't like Japan. But they haven't gone farther into it. I don't know what the hell the United States is planning right now. Are you sure mobilization policy is as high as it can be? Yes. See? It cannot go to limited conscription, as I said before, until you have commit to the war, which I need to be in a war to do. And our economy is already a war economy. The only thing above that is total mobilization, which is horrible because it makes you lose recruitable population. Our economy is as good as we can go. We can't do any better on this stuff. We already export focused. We could go limited exports, but how much would it really help us? Debatably not at all. Considering how few factories we already have, we'd probably get one factory out of it. It looks like France is losing. They're not ready for two-front war, and they don't have any forts up along here. Nah, they're getting killed. Italy's pushing them in pretty hard from the south. Yeah, they're not handling this. We've almost got the Vickers tank. We can throw a production line of that in. Send France volunteers? I could, but I don't think it would do anything. It would just be a waste of my own manpower. I don't think I should. My volunteers are not going to be what turns the tide of this battle. Germany has declared war on the Soviet Union. What are you thinking? What are they doing now? Grants a war goal against Norway and Denmark. And a naval research bonus. Why do they even want to do that right now? NB is playing an easy nation. They were much easier before the patch that gave them the Great Depression. And the recruitable population issue. Before that, Canada was actually very strong. And keep in mind that I don't have the Allies on my side. I went communist. Germany breaks, yeah, the patch. Yeah, they're trying to take back their half of Poland. Japan joined the Axis. Okay. World War II is 100% in full swing. I gotta declare on the fascists. Because I don't want to be at war with the rest of the communists. Yeah, I might get a non-aggression pact from the Allies. I think I do need to declare on Germany. Okay, I need to justify a war goal on... Oh, I don't give a shit where. Berlin. Alright, we're gonna justify a war goal. Yeah, we're gonna go after Germany. Which sucks, because they're the most powerful country in the world right now. Debatably, Soviet Union, they have a lot more troops, but they also have way less factories, so it's likely that they don't have nearly as up-to-date of gear. Whereas Germany has tons of factories. They probably have, like, really good tanks and stuff. Germany is the strongest country in the game for a lone country from the beginning. Germany is incredibly powerful. Much like Civ 6! Okay, we got the Vickers heavy tank. It'd be a very long time before we can get the Churchill, which is unfortunate because it's a damn good tank. I just want my infantry to not be balls. Okay, let's get a production line. I want the Vickers heavy tank going. Okay, and I'm actually going to drop a line there, and then bring it back, yep. We don't have enough, what do we have? Not enough of steel and chromium, of course. We've started on it, but the speed is not great. It'll speed up as the factories get better at it, despite the lack of resources. How the fuck are you going to justify taking Berlin? It's not hard to justify it when everybody in the world hates Germany who's not with Germany. Yeah, we actually need to import chromium, which will take a whole factory. Fuck, I'm not importing that right now. I cannot afford to. We're still whiles off of Excavation 3, too, which sucks, because that would get us more out of our steel. More out of our everything, mind you, so we could export more. Death to fascists! Calls for crushing German nationalism. Can I get this war going already? No, I still have more time left on the Justify. I just need to declare the war so that I can already go for something else. We're very close to finishing Alberta coal towns, which I need that done. Yep. I gotta make our planes as good as possible because it doesn't require much manpower, but we can get a lot out of it. So we're really working on aviation. And our recruitable population is about to skyrocket, which we desperately need. Alberta coal towns is done. Good, so we have 3 more civilian factories working on building stuff. And we're going to have that war any day now, so we're not even going to get anything until we have that war. United Kingdom exerts influence on Greece. Not that they're going to do anything. Yeah, they have an army about comparable to mine. And probably way less, way worse technology than mine as well. I could probably conquer Greece if I wanted to. If I had the navy, which I don't. Alright, we have a justification on Brandenburg. I am declaring war and calling my allies, potential enemies, all of them. Alright, we've declared war on Germany. Let's immediately commit to the war. It'll take 70 days, but it'll increase our recruitable population. And it'll allow us to immediately go into limited conscription, which will increase it again. So it'll get it so we're finally recruiting an army again, because we have not been recruiting in a long time. I should have tried to get into war early game. And we are now getting bombarded with messages. Okay. Arrow's no mission assigned, that's fine. Okay, what is all of this? Netherlands wants to use our territory, that's fine. United Kingdom wants to move through our territory, and the Soviet Union wants us to join the Comintern, which is their pact. But you guys voted that I'd make my own faction, so I'm going to decline. I'm going to politely decline. I'm on their side of the war, though. Non-aggression pact with China, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the non-aggression pact. It'll make them like us more and want to trade with us more. And that'll get us more factories, which will help us build our military factories, which will help us produce our tanks and our artillery and our air force. We're trying to rely as little as we can on our very small amount of infantry. I'm cool with all of these non-aggression pacts. The T-34 is a pretty damn good tank. Yes, it's a very good it's a very good Russian medium tank. Okay, we have infantry offense. That'll make all of our infantry much better. As much as I'd love to keep going into this right now, I need to get just the basics of my infantry functioning. Oh, man. Germany, what are you doing right now? You're still going for that. France is still going towards ships. Germany's actually getting pushed back. So is Italy. United Kingdom is in a lot of naval battles right now, which makes sense. They are still working on their navy, which, if I were them, I would focus a lot on navy, just to make sure no one conquers them. You want to have a good air force and a good navy when you're on an island, because as long as your air force and navy is better than your opponents, they're never going to make landfall. And never going to conquer you. They have interest in Scandinavia. They're befriending Turkey, of all places. What's Turkey's army like right now? Not incredible, but not horrible. They're going collectivist, okay. The main advantage there for joining with Turkey is that they have a shitload of tungsten and chromium, it is, I believe, so they can make super heavy tanks like crazy. Is this important? Nope, Fatima's going to bed. Okay. She's back from her baby shower. Okay. I don't think I want to trade more than I'm trading right now. And did Mandy respond? No, she's probably at work. Norway joined the Allies because of a war declaration. Okay. Norway is probably not going to last. Why do they want to conquer Norway? Norway's got a worse army than I do. What do they have resources? Oh, they have a lot of aluminium. Okay, yeah, I don't blame Germany. I would take the aluminium too. If I were them, I would conquer them for the aluminium. Because with how many factories Germany has, resources are probably their main issue, because they are probably embargoed by most of the world right now. They are very limited on trade partners to get resources, so they need to conquer. Mandy's probably ruining some kid's birthday. Probably. It's what she's good at. Oh, man. You know, as soon as Guild 3 comes out, and it's coming out in October, I think it is. As soon as Guild 3 comes out, Mandy's got to join in, tell everybody how she ruins birthdays. Commit to the War is pretty close to finished. We're almost done Excavation 3, which we fucking need, because we need to make the most of what little resources we have. Wish people were trading with us more. We got 7 factories free. We used to have 8. Okay, we have Excavation 3 done. So we're more efficiently using our resources. Artillery upgrades are valuable. At the same time, I really want improved computing machines, mostly because decryption, having a decryption advantage over your opponent is way more powerful than people give credit for. But 10% extra soft attack on artillery is very strong. I want that, and it's not a long research. Yeah, I don't see the emojis going across the screen. I turn them off because I find them annoying. They're called cheers. You can turn them off if you want to. We're excited for Divinity Original Sin 2 coming out on the 14th. I wasn't aware that it was coming out on the 14th. I was sent it a very long time ago by the developers in like an early state. But I know that Sages likes that game. We should play that together sometime. Okay, the United States is finally going to embargo Japan, which is good, because if they declare war on Japan, I can finally get more involved. Because the United States, when they're at war with Japan, I can start making my own faction. It's a requirement for Canada to make their own faction, is that the United States is at war with Japan. I don't know why, but it is. Wait, was I just mentioned? No, a different guy who's called Sages. He's a YouTuber. Fall of Paris. Paris just fell to the Germans. National unity in France is bad, so they'll likely capitulate fast. Commit to the war is done. We have about 11,000 people joining the military now. Okay, let's send in the zombies. That'll increase it even more. And we're going to instantly go limited conscription. That'll increase it more. We have about 100,000 people right now joining the military. Holy shit. Okay, we've needed this desperately for a long-ass time. So, airport here in southern Ontario. Do we really not have a single fucking airport in, like, Toronto? So if anyone's curious as to where I live, so here's Toronto. There's Buffalo, New York. This is where people usually drive across, because there's Niagara Falls. Detroit's over there. So, I would live right about, it would be right, like, here. Right here. So in the grander scheme of things, you can see, this is Canada in the United States. This is the southernmost point of Canada. And I am, like, right in here. Right in here. Because, like, right here is Hamilton, which is where I used to be. Right about, I would say Hamilton's here, so Burlington would be, like, here. It'd be like this whole section would be Burlington. This whole thing would be Hamilton. Going down into Niagara. Here's Toronto. So I'm, like, here. Yeah, Oakville will be about here. Mississauga, I believe, is up there. So, yeah. Everybody, that's where I live. In one of the most southern points of all of Canada. The majority of Canadians live below this river. The majority of Canadians live... See this line I'm cutting off here? Everything in Canada below this is where the majority of Canadians live. Just in this little peninsula here, out of this whole country. Majority are right in here. But Savvy lives in here. In Vancouver. That's the other populated place, is like here. Southern British Columbia in the mountains. And then the good places are like here and here. That's the good places, the islands. So there you go. Now you know where to drop the nukes, yeah. Where's the magic land of Winnipeg? I'd pointed out on a map, but Winnipeg doesn't exist. Winnipeg is a myth. Winnipeg is just another city name that Canada made up to make people outside of Canada think that Canada has a bigger population than it does, and more cities than it does. Winnipeg is actually part of Manitoba. Well, we say it's part of Manitoba, but Manitoba, which is... Now, did it actually break Manitoba into its own thing? No! You see? Oh, no, it did. Okay. For a second, I thought it didn't even give Manitoba its own place. Manitoba is actually just a deserted wasteland. There is no place in there. No one's from Manitoba. You live in Winnipeg? No, you actually just live in a mud hut in Manitoba. See? But North Dakota exists if you ever want to visit North Dakota. Manitoba is kind of like North Dakota, which is to say it's so far north that no one lives there. But Winnipeg doesn't exist. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot! That is my favorite Chris Jericho quote. But see, that's all part of the in-joke, is he's not from Winnipeg. He's from Toronto. Because every Canadian's from Toronto. In fact, Toronto is definitely our capital of our country. All of you out there guessing that Toronto's our capital, you're all right. Don't let anything tell you otherwise. You're definitely right. What is this? Increasing... The Romanians have announced a formation. Oh, God. Is Romania creating a faction? Oh, Jesus Christ. Romania created their own faction. No one's gonna join that shit. No one's gonna join the Romanian faction. I'm sorry, Romania, but your army is not exactly the most impressive in Europe right now. What the fuck are they doing? Oh, man. What the fuck is going on in Europe? What's going on here? Romania wants to send Canada 2 volunteers? Okay. Why? What war is going on in my lands? I'm at war. I'm not fighting a war. The fuck? Okay. I'll take your dudes. You're not aligned, right? Yeah, you're not aligned. I can't even ask to join your faction. Yeah, because I don't have enough non-aligned popularity. It's incredible. Alright, got some Romanian volunteer forces coming to Canada. Thanks, Romania. Is your friendly neighborhood in Romania? Yeah, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're barely participating. They lost a lot of land to Hungary at some point. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Pretty sure that this land right here, this mountain range, used to be Romanian. They're not even at war. But they're Romania's guaranteeing the independence of Greece and Turkey. Okay, yeah, that holds a lot of weight. Thanks, guys. What the fuck is Romania doing? I'm sure Greece and Turkey sleep well at night knowing that Romania's got their backs. Oh god. France is split. Yeah, we got Vichy France now, which is a fascist puppet. Yep, we got fascist puppet France at war with communist France. Jesus. Armistice between the German Reich and the French Third Republic signed at Champagne. Railway carriage, blah, blah, blah. This is a fucking mess. Oh god, even African France is all fucked up. Okay, so the majority of communist France is just Africa now. France has been pushed out. They got Vichy France, which is a puppet state of the Axis. France is basically entirely located in Africa. Lithuania is such a superpower that a few of our partisans broke through the Iron Curtain. Oh, are you in Lithuania? Lithuania is pretty coll. French communism capitulated. Okay, so communist France has officially capitulated in the war. So that has all been given to Germany. Oh, the divisions arrived to fight on our side. There they are, hanging out in Quebec. They're coming down to Montreal. One's coming down to Montreal. Yeah. Oh, we have free military factories. I want to put those into heavy tank production, I guess. France is entirely located in Africa, pretty much. Hearts of Iron 4 goes on forever. However, there is a win condition. Like, there's no year where it ends. There is a win condition of be the last major superpower left in the world. That is the hard win condition. If you're the last superpower left in the world. I believe you can also win if you're the last superpower and you own a faction that has other superpowers. So there's no superpower that's not in the faction that you're the leader of. I believe that's also a win condition. So you don't need to, like, betray your people. But if you're the leader of the faction, you don't need to betray your people. I believe. Don't know if it changed. You told me you're from Lithuania 3 times. I have a lot of people in the fan base that are from many different countries. I try my best to remember where I can. It's hard. Does Bhutan count as a superpower? Probably not. You know what? Let's check the superpower list and just see if Bhutan's on there. Superpower list. Superpower list is... I believe I just right-click an empty province. No, it's this and then this. Yes. I want major countries. Superpowers of the world. We have the French Commune, which has capitulated. China, Germany, Italy, Japan, Romania, okay, Yugoslavia, okay, United States, United Kingdom, Soviet Union. Okay, either than Yugoslavia, and I think Yugoslavia and Romania only count because they have factions. Now, the weird thing is, Yugoslavia is not the leader of their faction. The leader of their faction has been conquered by the German Reich. So Yugoslavia's not in a war, actually, because that happened peacefully before the war ever broke out. So Romania is a superpower, so is Yugoslavia. What are their armies like right now? Not bad, considering where they are in Europe. But they don't stand a chance against any of the actual superpowers. That said, if they were to join in the current World War, they could actually make a difference, because they could hit an unprotected spot in Germany and really wreak havoc. If they were to join the Allies in this war right now, or the Comintern, they could really do some damage. But I think they're content sitting this one out, which I don't blame them. Check your factories from trade. If it isn't high, go limited exports. That is a good call. I should have done that earlier. From trade, what am I getting? I actually forget where I check how many I'm getting from trade. I believe that's under production. No, that's under construction. Consumer good, traded goods. Yeah, we've traded away to the United States. From trade 1. We're getting 1 from trade. Okay, I think we do want to go limited exports. We just don't have enough resources to warrant it. I just don't know if I'm going to get many out of this. We got 1 factory out of that. Fuck. Okay, that barely made a difference. Unhandy says, quick, where do I live? Fuck. Unhandy, you live in a Scandinavian country, I believe. Or at least a Nordic one, because I believe Nordic... At least Scandinavian doesn't count Oh, no, Scandinavian doesn't count Finland, although Finland's Nordic. And you're not in Finland. I want to say you're in Denmark. But I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong, but I want to say you're in Denmark. Oh, no, shit. It's, Thomas Kingston V is from Denmark, isn't he? But more than one of you are from Denmark. I know I've got a few Danes in the chat. Norway? No, I'm gonna stick with Denmark. Where do you live? Canada or the moon? I'm gonna go Canada. Netherlands, fuck. Well, you've already been butt-fucked anyway. Look at this. Unless you're in Rotterdam, you're fucked. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to increase my division training. I meant to do that. Let's just do that right now before I forget again. Okay, there we go. We may have increased division training a little bit. Independent command is land doctrine that is valuable to me, and I want compromise. Requires 1 of the following, okay. Because I want both at some point. Those are both good. I want to compromise with Quebec. Okay. I want all of these. And I want all of these on the field. And I want my deployment. They already know to join in with my militia. Okay. It's bad when it's called a militia. Okay. We are now mass recruiting. I'm stupid. Where do you live? Western Hemisphere. I have no idea. God. Thomas Gibbs V is Norwegian. Did I guess that or did I guess Denmark? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm not good with remembering things like that. I try my best, but it's not easy. I talk to so many of you on, like, Twitter and Discord. I DM people all the time. It's difficult. Like, I've heard the countries and first names of 1 billion people. It's hard to remember them. I try my best. All right, we do need to get improved computing at some point, so we're going to start that now. Denmark capitulated. Yep, I saw that coming. Do not need rocket artillery. It is basically useless. I've never gotten any serious use out of that. Don't talk to you nearly. I'm so fucking busy. I'm so busy. I try not to be busy, but I'm so busy. I have like 500 people messaging me about Tad. Because Tad has a crisis going on right now due to hurricanes and earthquakes in the United States. So no one's gotten their pay in a little while. And no one can get in contact with the owner because he's likely been hit by a tornado. So, or rather a hurricane. We could get better planes. I need better planes. We need to make the most of what we have. God, we have so little factories. We need so many more factories than 7. Ugh. God, that sucks. Okay, good. We can upgrade that. Infantry equipment, switch over to the better shit. Of course we have steel issues. We actually need to import more. Like, it's becoming enough of an issue that we do need to dedicate another factory to importing more from the States. There we go. Alright, we sped up our production of everything, but we've lost a factory, so we're making our military factories slower. Is that a meme I don't know? It's probably a meme I don't know. Trotsky survives assassination attempt. I don't give a shit about Trotsky. Leon Trotsky can go blow himself in whatever hiding hole he's in. That's weird. There's like a cloud glitch going on there. This is a mess. Invite to faction. No. Hey, states, you want to fucking declare war already? You've embargoed Japan. They gotta go to war with Japan already. Japan, what the hell are you doing? Industrial effort. You still haven't picked between Axis leading and found our own faction. Oh, right, they're officially in the Axis now, so they can't. Okay. Can you please go southern expansion and then strike the US? Please. This is a mess. This is a horrible mess. Yeah, I'm making tanks already. How many tanks do I have stockpiled? Heavy tanks. Currently I have 17 units in storage. That is not much. Do we want to give up another factory and produce our tanks faster? I think I do. How much are we slowed down by? 15%? That's not huge. I really do want more heavy tanks, though, because if I could get a heavy tank in every division, then that would be very nice. It would really armor the divisions. I'm pretty sure if Trotsky survives, there's a civil war? Interesting. Okay. What are my militia divisions? Okay, I've already done the 9 infantry, or sorry, the 7 infantry, 2 artillery, which I'm very happy with. I have engineers so they can dig in. I'd like to add recon to them. Would we have enough support equipment? Yes, we would have enough support equipment. So I will add recon teams to them so they can better pick their tactics. They know they have better intel on the enemy, so they can better pick their tactics to counter the enemy. I'd really like support artillery. Would that leave us with enough artillery? It would. Okay, support artillery, which will make their soft attack even stronger. So our divisions are actually getting quite strong, considering how outnumbered they are. Now, what would our combat width be if I were to just straight add a tank? That's not what I wanted to add. I'm stupid. I wanted to just straight add a heavy tank. Combat width would be 22, which is not great, because I like 20. I could drop an infantry. Do I not have enough for it? I do not. Okay. Hey, infantry. Do some drills. We actually have the manpower to afford doing drills now. So I'm drilling my troops right now so that they get me some military experience faster. Combat unit destruction. Nice. Ground support is very valuable. Tactical bomber, strategic bombing I don't give a shit about. Air superiority is also valuable. I feel like my air superiority is already going to be good. I'd rather the ground support integration. Alright, so we're drilling troops right now, so they'll be more experienced for when the fight happens. It does mean that we're using more small arms, though. As you can see, some of the raw recruits are going to become regular experienced ones. There we go. Good. Because our quality of experience has gone down because we added a bunch of raw recruits to it through changing their division types. So we'll make sure they don't have weaknesses for being raw recruits. It'll also get us military experience faster so that we can add more things to their divisions. Maybe duplicate the infantry template, it's free, and then take an infantry away and add a tank. But that wouldn't change these guys. I'd rather change these guys too. What's everyone working on? Isn't that nuclear technology? That is nuclear technology. Okay, the Germans are going for nukes. The Brits, general rearmament. Took them long enough. Soviet Union, socialist science, okay. Italy, modernizing the army. I think that's all I really care about over here. Japan, industrial effort. China, fighter focus. Do they have unique shit? They do not have unique shit. They have the standard generic tree. Nope. Looks like we just got another infantry out. Some of the training regiments are done and getting to the field. If you already did, I'm sorry. Stream freezing all the time. Oh, wasn't I supposed to duplicate? Oh, yeah. I was just saying that I want to upgrade the people I already have, though. So I do have some more militia coming out. And they're already going straight to the drills. And we have the experience now. So if we wanted to put in a heavy tank. Combat width would actually be a little bit lower, but that's... Wait, no, that fucks up the whole line. I'm stupid. I would rather get rid of that infantry and drop in a heavy tank through that. That's how I would do that. That'd give me a combat width of 20, which is what I want. That would be quite powerful. Manpower cost would go down too. We do not have nearly enough tanks for it. Okay. So, we need to really up our tank game. Tanks are still speeding up a lot. This is difficult. Difficult decisions. And we're not even participating in a war yet. Okay, for next time a factory is out, yeah, just keep putting in tanks. I'm happy with that. Ask Turkey to make tank divisions, we make artillery. Yeah. Referencing my other playthrough with Alger Hill, which we're continuing later. I don't know when it's uploading, but we're likely recording more this week because he just came back from a vacation. Okay, we can finally compromise with Quebec to get our recruitable population up again. Next time we have a research slot, which won't be for a while, we can get more land doctrine. Looks like Germany... everyone's pretty much ignoring Africa. There's a little bit of fighting, but I don't blame them. Pretty much no factories to get over there. If I were Italy, though, I would take this right there, the Suez Canal, because that's how Australia sends in backup troops through the Suez Canal. You don't want the Allies to own that. But I'm happy the Allies do, because the Allies are on my side of this war. Recruit more. We already have some divisions going. We can't add more units to it, because we do not have the manpower to go adding more divisions. So we're recruiting as fast as we can. Which unfortunately is not particularly fast. Yeah, you're a general. Okay, we'll need to switch to a field marshal at some point. Hill fighter. Yeah, we don't have the most talented dudes in the world. Romania wants to send some more volunteers. Okay, Romania, you do your thing. God. Extra research slot. Yeah, they're still going that, nuke stuff. Air rearmament. What are they going for next? Demanding Slovenia. Well, they're gonna get in some more wars. Because, you know, they're not at war with enough people yet. But they are trying to boost their nuclear technology. Somehow Rotterdam is still here, and Brussels. I bet you it's just the English helping defend there, because it's a heavily... I believe there are a lot of forts in those areas. So Germany's having a hard time finishing off that last little bit. You might not get a TAD report tomorrow. I will likely get the TAD report because I'm fairly sure the TAD reports are 100% automated. The payment is not. By the time this video goes live on YouTube, this might be 100% fixed. I don't know. Keep an eye on my Twitter, linked in the description of all of my streams and all my videos. The so-called two-front war. Yeah, Rotterdam versus all of Germany. Going surprisingly well for Rotterdam. I'm pretty sure it's just because Rotterdam has a lot of fortresses. And the English troops... Wow, no, they're pushing back in Belgium. What the hell? What is happening to Germany? Germany's got like the same amount of troops as the USSR now. That's terrifying. I think Germany's got most of their troops on the East End. Yeah, West End is pushing back in. Finally following me on Twitter because you finally created a Twitter account. I always recommend Twitter to people. Twitter's fun if you follow fun people. I like how, like, this playthrough has been mostly watching the rest of the world go to hell. Guys on Discord made you do it? Yeah! Fucking... Because everyone on Discord follows each other on Twitter, because it's fun. God. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, affected by attrition. Okay, I was gonna say, why are you red? Yeah, it's just the attrition of the training. You know what? You can actually stop now. Why are they red? Oh, apparently accidentally toggled that at some point, which I don't like having on there. Made it look like my troops are all enemies when I do that, yeah. It's faction color. How the fuck is this happening? Oh, they got Amsterdam back. Netherlands wants to provide me support equipment. 3 a month. That's pointless, but I agree. Support equipment from New Zealand. Pointless, but I agree. What is this? Artillery and support equipment? I wouldn't mind. Why are they sending me stuff? I'm not saying no, but why are they sending me this stuff? I don't know. I don't know. Check current wars. I want to see... okay. Current wars is this. Japanese-Chinese war, Japan's winning, of course. German-Belgian, German-Soviet, and the Canadian-German, right? Because I declared that war. Compromise with Quebec is done. So recruitable population likely just went up a lot. Or is about to. Still can't do defense scheme number 2, because US is not at war with, US is not at war with, what's it called? Japan. Alright, infantry weapons support, research. Ideals, defense, blah blah blah, just making sure we don't still have it. Okay, conscription crisis has been mended, yeah. So credible population factor is a bit better. Yeah, I don't know why they want to help their ally in this war. You know, this big war going over on Canada. Look at all this fighting in Canada. Oh, so much fighting. It's unbelievable. How could we handle this much fighting? US, you're doing Arsenal of Democracy. Weren't you doing that forever ago? Should have done that forever ago. That's a good one. It's a lot of factories and dockyards. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just kind of sitting back and doing their own thing. Oh, God. Wow. Germany's really getting pushed in the West. All right, you need to change over to a field marshal. There. They had too many troops for a general, so I had to switch to a field marshal. That's fine. You guys can have the old field marshal, or the old general. There you go. Just all my horse units. Have fun with that, buddy. You know, now that I'm actually researching some of this, I wouldn't mind... Yeah, heavy fighter, yeah. Reliability up. That is good. I don't use regular fighters or carriers. It's because we have so many of these. There. Meanwhile, Canada's waiting. Yeah, I don't know why you guys voted for me to play as Canada. They're pretty fucking uneventful for the most part. I'm sure you could do a playthrough where they're super eventful, but, you know. I could be Brazil next. Brazil's in the shitter at all times. They actually have more troops than I thought they would. Brazil has the worst infrastructure in a country I've ever seen. It's incredible. It's so hard to conquer Brazil because their infrastructure is so bad that your troops starve going through Brazil. With the rate at which your soldiers lose equipment when they're on exercise, you'd genuinely be led to believe conscripts are being told to bury their guns 4 feet underground, dig them up again a month later to see if they're growing into a weapons tray. That's really good. I like that. But yeah, it is ridiculous how fast you lose equipment when training. It's just fucking... Are they not shooting the guns, but instead throwing them? Like... Is it all just grenade practice? And they're just throwing the grenades into, like, the arsenal? Alright. And I want to upgrade my close air support. I don't give a shit about naval bombers. But I actually do want to get that, just because we can research it extra fast. So we are going to help modernize the heavy fighters to heavy fighter level 2. Fascist Ethiopian joined the Allies and got fucking bombarded with land leases. That's so weird. I love this game. I'm doing a playthrough on the side. Ooh, back's killing me. Where I am independent, oh, Jesus. I'm independent Egypt and do their achievement for becoming free called Free Egypt. It's really boring and really easy. You never really get into a war doing it. Yeah, I just need to make my factories better. Alright, now I hate to have another uneventful episode. Hey, this is more eventful than the previous episode, because at least the wars broke out, but I know I haven't been live for super long. Because of all the crises fucking breaking out in real life right now, with a lot of people I work with currently likely being in hurricanes in the United States, I kind of need to be on call for things. Like, fucking Josh from Shoddycast, the owner of Shoddycast, has me editing a video for him, and he had to field trip, drive his way out of Florida because his flight was canceled. He's looking for an Airbnb so he can message me and send me the soundtrack for the new video. So I need to go check these things. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed. I'll have a link to the playlist in the description if you want to watch more of this playthrough. The co-op playthrough I've been doing where I'm Greece and Aldrahill, great YouTuber, is Turkey, and we're the fascist faction called the Love Boat, conquering mostly Africa. We're continuing that very soon. We're gonna find time this week for it. He's been really busy. He's got a day job that keeps him very busy. He does a lot of things outside of YouTube. I'm very busy, but we're likely gonna do more of that soon. And the video will have come out by now, but the Project Zomboid playthrough I'm doing with Brandon, really fun. Check it out. Thank you, everybody, for... I'm illiterate. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.